Hi guys, I'm Mary. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to put this on my backup YouTube channel. It very well could be removed. It very well could have this other channel shut down. But I think it's important that you get this information and make the decision about the vaccine for yourself. This is a government website that keeps track of vaccines and adverse reactions. Now I want to add that I did a search to find out if this was actually a real government website, and it is. An article from AP News dated February 4th, 2021 about this website that was evidently being shared and what AP thinks about it. It says that there is missing context. The VAERS system is an unverified reporting system that does not determine if a vaccine caused the event that are reported. The U.S. Center for Disease Control and Prevention and the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, which runs the Vaccine Adverse Event Reporting System, are quick to note the limitations of the data, which serve as an early signal to detect issues with any vaccines. VAERS was created in 1990 to give anyone from healthcare professionals to the general public the chance to submit reports. The data is publicly available online. The CDC says on its website that reports submitted to VAERS often lack detail and sometimes contain errors. Since anyone can submit a report to the system, it's impossible to know if the symptoms were caused by the vaccine. VAERS says on its website that knowingly filling a false report is against the law. So the first page that I found was about deaths, 1.68%. The COVID gives you a 1% chance of dying. So you have a higher chance of dying from the vaccine than from COVID itself. People with disabilities, also higher, 1.26%. A number of people who went back to their physician, emergency rooms who were hospitalized, birth defects. I think we probably won't get the true numbers till maybe a year down the road. Life-threatening, 1.75%. And you can go through the different pages and look at the results and come up with your own decision if you want to get the vaccine. Myself, I'm not getting it. My family already had the COVID March of a year ago, over a year ago. The symptoms were mild, but we don't have any underlying health effects. We're not obese, etc. Myself, I'm going to be 67 years in age, in October of this year. We've always taken care of our health, so I don't know if that has anything to do with the mild effects that we had for the virus. No one in my family has gotten the vaccine except for 4 people who are members of my family that live in California. Oh, and maybe one aunt who lives in Las Vegas. Another article that I think is important is about work-related mandatory vaccines. Evidently, the Occupational Safety and Health Administration has relaxed its rules for reporting work-related adverse events involving the COVID-19 vaccine, releasing employees from an earlier requirement that they report any incidents suffered by their employees due to a mandated vaccine. So they've relaxed the rules that in April OSHA said on its website that any business that requires the COVID-19 vaccine as a condition of employment are required to report adverse reactions that arise from an employee taking the vaccine. And there's a link to this page which would take you here, and it says, given the evolving nature of the pandemic, OSHA is in the process of reviewing and updating this document. These materials may no longer represent current OSHA recommendations and guidance. For the most important up-to-date information, consult Protecting Workers Guidance, and I'll bring you down here. And if you click on some of the links, it opens up to more information. Yeah, you can go there also. South Dakota has been open for over a year. We were only closed down for maybe about 3 months, and there hasn't really been a spike in COVID. Same with Florida. They've been opened up, and yeah, the number of people coming down with the virus has been less. It is still an experimental vaccine. I'm not going to get it. They don't know what the long-term effects may be a year from now. I clicked on the arrow, and here we got percentage 0.01% that were hospitalized because of the vaccine. Emergency room birth defects. You want to take a chance with your unborn baby? Permanently disabled. 1.26%. Death, 1.68%. Like I said, these numbers are higher than, people who get the actual virus. These are the numbers from what's been reported, only what's been reported to the government website, and now OSHA is telling that you don't have to report it. Now it has here 262,521 cases. So what are your thoughts? Please put your comments down below. Hopefully this doesn't get me shut down. Please stay safe, and I will talk to you later. God bless you. Bye.